Hey, how's it going? I'm Keith Sanchez. Welcome to Rancho de Sancho Studios. I'm here with my son Xavier, and today we're going to look at a pedal board build. I've never really used a pedal board for extremer type metal, like for more rock or classic heavy metal. I do have a board, but for this new project called Neuromorphic that I'm part of, it's a little heavier. Heavy stuff. I've never really used any effects. Always ran straight into the amp with the wireless. Of course, I've really been big on wireless for the last few years because I'm clumsy as all get out. You know, times are tough, so I really went affordable as I could on this. Some of these pedals I've had sitting around on a shelf for quite a while. So we're really going kind of with the bare requirements for now. I'm not sure I might add to this. The board I selected, if you'll look at it here, from New York Case Company, or Roadie cases as they're called. I got it off eBay. This board was $101 with shipping. It was like $130. It's 28 inches by 14 inches by 6 inches deep. I've gotten other cases from this company before. I really like their road cases for rack gear, amp heads. Check them out. I'm not there and they pay me nothing to say it. I'm just saying it's a good company and they got good pricing. Way better than a lot of other Gator stuff you'll find around, and it seems to be better built to me. It seems like a family-owned business too, which is a good thing. Some of the other things we're going to add on the board, my standard Korg pitch black tuner. I've been a big fan of Korgs. I don't really like Boss tuners for some reason. The Korgs, I could see them better on stage. It feels like in a daytime show, it can be really hard to see some of those tuners. Even the Korgs are hard, but they're better, I think, than the Boss. Do have this Boss Dd3 Delay I'm going to throw on this board. I've had this pedal around for quite a few years. It's something I was going to use for something else and never got it together, but I'm going to throw it on this board. I got this Wampler reverb pedal, pretty good, one of those special deal of the day for musicians friends, so we're going to check it out. A little reverb I think is a good thing to have on some clean tones. I'm going to add this chorus pedal here. I've had this thing for 15, 16 years. It's Electro Harmonics. We'll throw it on there. If it's too much, I might trade it out with another chorus pedal that I got sitting back there. But for now, I'm going to check this one out. I think I haven't used it for a while, so give it a spin. I'm going to be using this Analog Man modified tube screamer to boost things up. This is all going to be going through my Stealth 5150 head.
And also, that was my pedal first, but I gave it to him.
We traded.
Yeah.
I had it an extra big muff, and he decided he would like that better because it's got more of a crunch. This is more for boosting. Also, we're going to try out this special little cheapo pedal I got off Amazon. I'm going to give it a run. I might do just a separate checkout on this pedal. It's a Donner noise. It's a soft gate, it's called. So it's a noise gate that you could run, in the front and through the loop. So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully it's gonna hold up. I'm sure it'll probably work all right. My main concerns are reliability and durability on this, so we'll see what happens. Eventually I probably want to replace it with something killer like one of those Endless Blockade or that Phalanx audio or the Phalanx noise gates I've seen. One of those two I think will end up on this board eventually, but for now cheap is the way of the day. So some other stuff we got on here. Because I'm doing the noise gate through the loop and in the front of the amp, I definitely wanted to go with an isolated power supply because I don't want any kind of issues with buzz or noise. So cheapest thing really that I know that I don't mind. I like a lot of their stuff. The MXR ISO brick. I've never really had an ISO brick before. On my other board, I daisy chained and I never really had issues. But I don't run the noise gates on my Marshall built into the head on that board, so I don't on that setup. So I don't really use a noise gate there because I already have one. But also something that we'll get into. I'll show you a little bit more and talk about this later. And I might do just a separate little review and a test to see how it works. But it's called a Petal Snake. It's a system that it's a cabling system that has these ends, so you could change out ends, and through one thing you could run your power, your send and return for your effects loop, your foot switch control, and your sound, the guitar. I've had that I have a Petal Snake I've had since 2013 with my other setup, my more rock and roll, lighter stuff type of rig. And it's worked great, man. It cuts the setup time down, but like I said, we'll go over that a little bit later. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start putting things together. Okay, so here we are. Here's the board. One thing I am going to say is I've gotten pedals from these cases from these guys before. They're usually that line in this carpet. This is some cheaper carpet shit. So I don't know if the Velcro that they provided is going to stick that good. I hope it does. It kind of seems loose. One of my pedals I pulled off of a previous board that was on a pedal train thing I have. If I put it on there, it feels all right, but so hopefully this will work out. Worst case scenarios, I might have to buy some kind of carpet and pull everything off eventually and glue it in here, because when it's standing up as normal pedal boards cases go, when you're carrying it around, it sits like this, moving around in the van or wherever, it's going to get moved around. So got to have that stuff tight. So I wish they would have used better stuff in their case. Anyway. One thing I do want to get a 10-band MXR EQ. For now, I have the flanger that is approximately the same size, so I'm just going to kind of put it in as a placeholder. So, the Petal Snake. So this is the snake. It's all coiled up on either end. I'm missing one more of those. There it is. No, I don't see it. I'm missing one of these. Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Okay. But so you see right here it says on this there's a blue side that says pedal end, a red side that says amp end, right? So on the pedal end, if you look at these cables, there's a green one, black one, a white one, and the red one. And the white one is significantly about
bigger,
double the size of the other ones. This one here, this is for your power connection. So you'll take this. Where is it here? So it has the connection has two ends on it. So one end will fit right in to the ISO power brick.
The other end, you mean?
And then that'll be in its space. And I'll run cables along the back side of this. But the white side that comes to the pedal board here, and I'll fix them down to one end of the pedal board. So you just run it out, uncoil it, plug 4 connections into your amp, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This will all be wired up. So when I'm done, I'll coil back up, sit it on top, put the lid, and be done. But this one here hooks into right here. So now you hook the other side, which will go into the MXR power supply. So the other side of this power cable that'll be plugged into the other side, you just make this connection right there, and there it is. This will plug into a power strip. You plug your amp into that same power strip, which I'll probably hook into the lid somehow. I'll hook a power strip up in like a Furman or something just to protect my stuff. This will always be plugged into it. I'll take the lid off, plug everything in, plug the power strip to the wall, this is one of the connections, bam, turn the switch on, and power will be to the board. So, like I said, this thing works really well. I have another one on the other board. I've had it since about 2013. It's seen a lot of action, been on many road trips, and it's fantastic. I probably will do a little test video maybe on this, just to see if there's any difference from using this method to using a conventional method, which I already know that there's not. It sounds great. Okay, so as of now, everything's just roughly wired in there. That's there, that's there. Everything looks all right. So now I'll take the board over where I'm going to set it for now, reset up, and make some connections, and just do a quick sound check and see how everything works. Cool. Okay, so I already got the board parts connected, and like I said, here's a shot of the ends. It's not very lit there, I guess, but get our power one here. Like I said, there's a 5-pin channels and the 7-pin channels, and I'm not sure if they'll work with the Mesa switch. I've never really tried it, but I might try one of these days. Anyway, you take one of the 7-pin. There's no, it's a 5-pin. They're all 5 pins on this. You could get the 7-pin channels if you order it, because you could customize these. You get these with as many channels made as you want. This is what they call a base snake. So anyway, there's my power one. Then I think I used green for my foot switch. And there's really only one way they could go. You'll feel it. They click in right. Red for my effects loop. Okay. And they do provide Velcro on both ends of this, so you could secure it. But like I said, eventually, once I get all my routing down on my cable, I'm going to screw everything down, use Velcro pieces or something to hold all the cabling down into the pedals. Try to make it look as neat as possible. Remember, red is return. Foot switch.
All right. Send.
And
there it is.
we are powered up. Everything lights up real pretty.
Came alive.
Okay, so took the noise gate out of the effects loop because it was making that weird. It wasn't letting the distortion sound come. So there it is, engaged. So I'm going to give it about a D. It does quiet the sound. There is like a little effect I can hear on the tone when I've been engaging it. You know, messing with it more. It does have 4 knobs. But as of right now, I'm going to say I'm definitely going to probably look for one of those low audio endless blockades or the high wind phalanx noise gates. Thing I will say about this Gibson, it has these 500T pickups in it, and they're on the settings I have for my normal stuff. They're a little ice pick. So I'm digging the, you know. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with everything. Like I said, the Velcro situation, I'm going to probably have to glue some carpet in this pedal board because I don't think the pedals are going to stick to it. The noise gate situation, it's on right now. So here's without it on the clean channel. Here's it engaged. So watch here. Let's hear the nose first. So here's it off. I do have the small clone on. So here's it. The noise gate engaged. Definitely some tone issues. I might mess with the knobs, but yeah, that's going to be coming off probably. But I really dig the Petal Snake, I got to say. Really easy to connect. That's something I'll have all the links in the description. You should probably check out. If you would, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe and click the bell over there. If you would, subscribe to my channel. I see a lot of people watch the videos but aren't subscribing. Really help me out if you subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.